I request to Bhutia sir, please come on stage. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. I think more than me speaking, if you want to know anything, you want to ask, I think that's more better. I think if you can stand up and ask any questions, because I think speeches are a little boring and I'm the wrong person to really give you speech. But since the World Cup is happening, football is happening in Qatar. So if you want to know anything, any questions you want, please raise your hands and then I'll answer.
If anybody want ask to question to sir. Yeah, please raise your hand.
Good evening, sir. So my name is Nishant Kumar, and sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask you this question. Sir, I just wanted to ask you that you are the god of the football of Indian team, sir, and I'm very honorable to meet you here. And I just wanted to ask you that practice matters, but does it even matters that practicing in the right way? Because I have been practicing football for a few months when I was in class 9 and 10, but it did not show up good results. So, sir, the problem was what, sir? Can you please explain? I mean,
No, I think practice smart is very, very important. And that's also with education. You know, reading and learning smartly is very, very important. It's just not about reading and learning, but also learning smartly. So in football, it's very, very important that you practice right and you practice smartly. And that is with all the sports. So that's why I think a lot of people who are successful in sports and you speak to them, I think they've been training and practicing very, very right. And why do you have a coaching center here in Kota? Why do you have a coaching center? Because they coach you in the right and smart way.
exactly, sir.
You know, so that is very, very important. In football and sports, you have academies everywhere, coaches everywhere. But then the coaches and the trainers and the academies train you in the right way to make you footballer. So that's one of the most important thing. And sometimes, yes, you know, you need to accept what you're good at also. I wouldn't mind wanting to be a cricketer, but if I've got no technique of playing or batting or bowling, then no matter I try 24 hours, keep training, it does not happen a lot of times. So a lot of times in life, you need to take that call saying that that's not for me. I want to do different things. So that's how it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much, sir. And sir, one last question to you, sir. How can we overcome the concept of procrastinating? Kal kar lenge. We'll do it tomorrow. That thing.
I think that is individual person who I think is to decide. But at the end, I think it's very, very important that, you know, if your mindset is very, very important to make sure that how important the work is. It depends on the work, but any work, I think everybody would want to do it right now, get it right and sorted, because a lot of things you leave it for tomorrow, that never happens. And I think it's your own mindset that you don't need your parents or some inspirational person to come and say, inspire you.
Yes,
If your mindset is not right, you'll have, you know, the greatest inspiration people to come and tell you, but you're not ready to accept, then it'll never happen. So I think you need to get yourself ready in terms of mindset to be ready to do it, how important it is. And also it depends on the work, how important it is. If you think that the work is not so important, you can do it tomorrow, that's fine. But a lot of things, it's important to take that time out and get that mindset that I can do it, I'm going to do it right now.
Yes.
And it comes from individual. So we keep saying somebody inspired you, somebody did that. There are people who can do, there are some quotes, there are some inspirational videos you can see, but ultimately inspiration comes from yourself, and that is very, very important.
Thank you, sir.
Now next, anyone? Yeah, please stand your position. Yes, very good.
Sir, my name is Shaundip Mandal. I'm from West Bengal. Sir, as I've always been a big fan of football, so I'm like super grateful for this opportunity that I'm getting to talk to you and ask you such a question. So like, I would like to ask is, what might be the correct mindset to have in case of like very stressful situations, like in our case, mostly exams and stuff. So like I would like to know like what would be the correct mindset.
ফার্স্ট আগে এইটা বলো, তুমি ইস্ট বেঙ্গল না মোহনবাগান সাপোর্টার?
আমি আমি ওই ক্লাবের অত খেলা দেখতে পারিনি
ঠিক আছে,
কিন্তু
না, না, ক্লাবের দেখার নেই তো, ওখানে তো নালে ইস্ট বেঙ্গল থাকবে নালে মোহনবাগান থাকবে, এটাই হবে। Alright,
ইস্ট বেঙ্গলই বেশি ভালো লাগতো।
ঠিক আছে, ওকে। এনিওয়ে, I think the stress comes in everybody's life, and if you play sports, because I can tell you from sports person point of view, and for me to deal with stress, it does not happen overnight. And you've been playing, participating, competing, and every match is a challenge, every match is there for you to win. So every match, whether you're playing inter-school, in my school days, or whether you played for India, that stress and that pressure is always going to be there. And I think with experience, you tend to develop. I'm saying it from my point of view, because with experience, I've been able to cope up with the stress, because I've been playing, competing every day from the school days, with the match, with tournaments, there's that. So there's a stress in every level. It's not that when you're playing inter-school, you don't have stress and you're not in the pressure to win. So I think with time, it will come in. Stress is going to come anywhere. It's all about how you handle the stress. I think you need to focus on more positive stuff, because whenever there's exams and you worry and then you start thinking negative, then it damages you more. So I think it's like football, when there is a match, the finals of the World Cup tomorrow, and I'm playing. So I need to think a lot of positive side of my team, my players, my own doing. Rather than think of the other team, which is so great. Messi is playing on that team, he's going to dribble everybody, score, he's going to score 6 goals, so I won't be able to play. Then you anyway getting into the game negatively. So I think you don't focus on Messi and Argentina, you focus on my own team, what kind of players. We've been working hard to, as a team you work, you have a strategy, you've got tactical ideas and tactical strategies to go in to keep that discipline inside the ground is very important. After that, you may win, you may lose, that's part of it. But at least when you go there 90 minutes, your duty is to follow the training, what you've been doing as a team, because football is a team game and we train every day as a team. And if you followed football today, you've got different strategies, different formation. Somebody plays 4-4-2, somebody plays 3-5-2, somebody plays 4-4-3, 4-3-3. So there are different ways and you train over it. Now your idea is to focus and keep that training what you've done and go and implement with your entire effort, hard work inside that 90 minutes. And then after the results, obviously you get good result is good. If you don't get good result, that's not a problem. But at least you need to come out saying that I gave my best. So that is the most important thing. And after that, if you lose, you go and see what you've done mistakes and again work. And then in sports, you get that opportunity to come back. So in life as well, it's always there. You fail today, tomorrow you've got another exam to set and you keep coming back. So that's how it works. So don't think you fail today, that's over, it's not going to happen. No, I think you'll have to learn from what you did mistake, what formula you got it wrong, and work on it, and then sit for your next exam again and then pass it. That's simple.
Thank
So
you,
don't
sir.
think it's end of the world. So failures are part of it, and just got to go ahead and get success in next exam. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Next one. Yeah. That side.
Good evening, sir. So I'm Rigang Sengupta. So I'm a state level football player. I'm from Tripura. So I want to know how can I time manage the study and football.
I tried managing, but I left my studies after class 10. So I've only done my ICSC. So after that, I went on to play. When I was obviously studying, I was in boarding school. So it was very, very difficult to manage. So for me, my target of academics was 40% just to pass. It wasn't 90%. But my football thing was be the champ, be the best player. So the target in my football was a very different level to what my academic levels were. But I was balancing both and doing it. So it's important, obviously, you need to balance both in sports and academics.
I want to play football because I'm very passionate about it.
Yes. But at the same time, you need to accept also, because I'm very passionate to do MBBS, but if I've got no brains to do it, there's no point doing it. So I think in life there has to be somewhere you need to take a call, where your passion also, if like a footballer, if you're at the age of 20 and not making into a school team or your village team, then don't make it a career to want to become a footballer, and that's the fact. So if even in village you're like your teammates are saying आप bench पे बैठ जाओ बाद में आके खेलो, तब आप इतना focus करके नहीं football ही खेलूँगा career बनाऊँगा, then it doesn't work. So you've got to accept somewhere. Obviously that doesn't mean you stop playing. Playing in sports, playing football and playing sports is it teaches you way of life. It teaches you how to become team person. It teaches you how to lose a game. It teaches you how to win. But main thing is it teaches you how to be a team person, and at the same time when you lose, you don't give up because there's another match next week. You look forward to the next game, and that is what in life you keep looking forward. So you should not stop playing. But as I said, passion is there, but sometimes we need to accept that if you can't make a career in certain level in age group, then just that passion and leave everything and just trying to focus on something which at the certain age you're not making it to that level, then it makes very, very difficult. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question. Who you support in this World Cup?
Argentina because of Messi.
Thank you, sir.
Myself Manikant Shukla, and I am from Gopalganj, Bihar. Firstly, I want to say that I want to talk in Hindi.
Yeah, okay.
बताइए.
मेरा सिंपल सा सवाल है सर, जैसे आप कभी फुटबॉल खेलते होगे तो आपको भी कोई चीज़ ऐसी होगी जो डाइवर्ट करती होगी, और हमारे लिए ये मोबाइल है. सोशल मीडिया है जो मतलब मैं पढ़ने बैठता हूँ, सोचता हूँ आज 2-3 घंटे पढ़ूंगा, पढ़ने बैठता हूँ तो लगता है यार चलो 10 मिनट यूट्यूब देख लेते हैं, और वो 10 मिनट कब 1 घंटे में बदल जाता है पता ही नहीं चलता. और तो इस बारे में थोड़ा बताइए कि आप कैसे रहते होगे उस वक्त.
देखिए लाइफ में सब चीज़ में डाइवर्ट करने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ होता ही है. अगर आप जितने भी सक्सेसफुल स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन देखिए, उनका सक्सेस स्टोरी में सेक्रीफाइस बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. उनको भी तो सैटरडे जाके डिस्को में रात भर डांस करके पार्टी करके आना चाह रहा है, एंड वो मौका मिलता है 1-2 बार कर सकता है, बट संडे आपका मैच है तो आप नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज आपको इम्पोर्टेंट आप बना रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक देर आर पॉइंट्स आपको डाइवर्ट करने के लिए कोई ना कोई कुछ रहता है, बट आपका माइंडसेट और आपका एटीट्यूड उसमें स्ट्रांग रहना चाहिए, बिकॉज आपको जो करना सफलता मिलना है, आपको सेक्रीफाइस बिना कुछ नहीं मिलता है, फोकस बिना कुछ नहीं मिलता है. तो आप अगर डाइवर्ट हो के आपका पढ़ाई में छोड़ के आप खाली यूट्यूब 2-3 घंटा देख लिया, तो आपका फिर सक्सेस लेवल किस तरफ जाएगा वो आपको खुद मालूम होना चाहिए, दूसरा को मालूम होने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो इसलिए आपको सेक्रीफाइस करना, एक डिसिप्लिन रहना, एक सक्सेस पाने के लिए वो 2-3 फैक्टर्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो जितना भी आपका डाइवर्ट आ रहा है, आप बोलो कि मैं किस दिशा में जाना चाह रहा हूँ और मेरा क्या फोकस है, तो उसको यस 2-3 मिनट कर सकता है तो कर लो, बट एक टाइम फ्रेम रख सकता है, रूटीन रख सकता है. आप सोशल मीडिया भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, आपको देखना है लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है, संसार में क्या हो रहा है, बट एवरीथिंग इज़ गॉट अ लिमिट. तो लिमिट के साथ आपको चलना पड़ेगा. अगर सेक्रीफाइस और डिसिप्लिन नहीं रख सकेगा तो फिर फ्यूचर में सक्सेस होना भी डिफ़िकल्ट है.
धन्यवाद सर.
गुड इवनिंग सर. मेरा सवाल ये है कि हम एज ए स्टूडेंट इंडिविजुअल अपने ग्रुप्स में फ्रेंड में क्या कर सकते हैं कि जितना हमारा क्रिकेट में इंटरेस्ट है, मतलब क्लास में भी क्रिकेट चलता है, उतना ही फुटबॉल में भी इंटरेस्ट आ जाए. क्योंकि सर 1.5 बिलियन की पॉपुलेशन वाली हमारी कंट्री, और थोड़ा बैड फील होता है कि हम वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेल रहे हैं, और क्रिकेट में ऑलमोस्ट 5 या 6 कंट्रीज़ मेनली है. और
आपको सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट एक साथ बैठ के फुटबॉल देखना इम्पोर्टेंट है. आप अभी वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा है, आप लोग दोस्त लोग सब मिल के फुटबॉल देखना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. बिकॉज देखिए स्पोर्ट्स को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आपको खेलने का भी ज़रूरत कभी कभी नहीं है, बट अगर आप देखना शुरू करेंगे तो वो बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन रहता है स्पोर्ट्स को आगे ले जाने के लिए. तो जब तक इंडिया में स्पोर्ट्स हम लोग देखेंगे नहीं, तो फिर कोई भी दूसरा स्पोर्ट्स आगे ले जाने के लिए होगा नहीं. आप खाली चैनल खोल के एक स्पोर्ट्स देखेंगे क्रिकेट छोड़ के, तो स्पोर्ट्स का वो स्पोर्ट का आप रेटिंग टीवी वाइज ये इधर वो जाके आप रेटिंग हो जाएगा, तो फिर कमर्शियली भी लोग देख रहे हैं, तो एक कंट्रीब्यूशन आपका वहाँ से स्टार्ट हो सकता है. बट येस फुटबॉल एक ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट है, बहुत कम्पिटिटिव स्पोर्ट है, बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है, इट्स अ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट स्पोर्ट टू प्ले. तो आप क्रिकेट में तो आप दिन भर खड़ा हो के बैट चलाओ और बैठो और सुपरस्टार भी बन सकता है. ये नहीं कि क्रिकेट का ख़राब नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन यू नो क्रिकेट इज़ ऑल अबाउट, इट्स नॉट कम्प्लीटली फिजिकल तो नहीं है अपार्ट फ्रॉम बॉलर्स होने से. बट इफ़ यू आर टेक्निकली गुड बैटिंग, आप वर्ल्ड सुपरस्टार्स बन सकता है. आप देखा है कि इंजामुल हक और राना तुंगे बिना फिटनेस करके सुपरस्टार बन के वर्ल्ड में बेस्ट प्लेयर्स बन जाता है. सो फुटबॉल में अगर आप फिटनेस नहीं है मेंटली, फिजिकली, इमोशनली, तो देयर इज नो चांस, नो स्कोप ऑफ बीइंग द सुपरस्टार इन द स्पोर्ट. सो fitness is so important. Whereas, not criticizing cricket, but a lot of stars in cricket over past years में तो बिना फिटनेस का खाली बैटिंग टेक्निक है तो दे बिकम सुपरस्टार. सो इट डज नॉट वर्क दैट वे. सो फुटबॉल खेलना है, देखना है, स्टार्ट करना है तो यू नीड टू वॉच टुगेदर.
थैंक यू सर.
सर लेजीनेस को मैं मतलब कैसे हटाएं, मतलब लेजी हो जाते हैं, सुबह सुबह उठ नहीं पाते हैं, जैसे किसी चीज़ को सोचते हैं वो कर नहीं पाते हैं.
मैं इनफैक्ट सोशल मीडिया मैं भी थोड़ा बहुत देखता हूँ, और मैं 2-3 दिन आगे इनफैक्ट देख रहा था, अगर लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल बनना है तो 10 पॉइंट दिया था उसमें. अगर आपको लाइफ में आगे जाना है तो फर्स्ट में ही लिखा था कि आप सुबह 5 बजे जगो, वेक अप एट 5 AM. इफ़ यू स्टार्ट अर्ली इट गिव्स यू बिग एडवांटेज. सो आई एम, अभी तो मैं इतना अर्ली राइजर नहीं हूँ बिकॉज आई लेफ्ट एंड आई क्विट प्लेइंग फुटबॉल. बट अगेन लेजी सेम लाइक व्हाट आपका दोस्त इधर सोशल मीडिया का बात कर रहा था. इट्स ऑल अबाउट अगेन मेंटल थिंग, बिकॉज यू नो everybody would want to sleep, everybody want to take easy time, but again, as I said, if you're doing and focusing on something, you've got to sacrifice. तो आपको अगर पढ़ना है, आपको कोचिंग क्लासेस जाना है, तो आप सोचेंगे कि नहीं आज मैं थोड़ा लेजी फील कर रहा हूँ, आज सो जाता हूँ, एक क्लास मिस करता हूँ, तो फिर बहुत सारा चीज़ मिस हो जाता है लाइफ में. सो आई थिंक दैट डिसिप्लिन एंड दैट मेंटालिटी आपको रखना है. एंड यू कम फॉर अ रीज़न. आप इधर जब आया हुआ है तो रीज़न के चलते आया हुआ है, तो रीज़न को आप फोकस करके रखना है. एंड दैट शुड बी अ प्रायोरिटी वाई यू आर हियर. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आप प्रायोरिटी छोड़ के आप लेजी बनेगा तो देन अगेन यू कमिंग हियर इन कोटा, आपका जो रीज़न है फिर वो बनता नहीं है. देन आई थिंक दैट इज़ वेयर यू नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट व्हाट इज़ योर रीज़न बीइंग हियर एंड उसके लिए मैं क्या करना है, दैट you'll have to take the call. Okay, last call, let's give it to the lady here and then I'll इनको दे.
That's see, girl. Yeah, खड़े हो जाओ बेटा.
Good evening, sir. In today's world, we see that there are so many people who are very good at what they do, and so many people are working very hard. But say, for example, if we take your case, what was it that you did which got you ahead of them, even if they had the same skills or were putting in a lot of hard work?
First thing, I did not listen to my father because he wanted me to study. I said, I'm quitting class 10. I say, I'm going to go and play football. And my parents were not too happy because that's in 92 I left. I started playing professionally in 93. And 93, nobody made a career being a footballer. And I was passionate. I wanted to just play. I didn't really think about I would be playing India. I would make a career. I would make money. I would want to earn money. I want to make a life. I never thought it was only I wanted to play. I wanted to play, and I got an offer from a biggest club in India when I was just 16 plus. After watching me play under 16 India and then some other tournament, East Bengal gave me an offer, and that was something which I wanted to play and play in the highest level, and that was what I decided and chose. So sometimes I think you need to take calls and you need to gamble, you need to take risks. And you know, none of them now. I'm a father of 3 kids. My son is a footballer today. He's 30. He's going to be 13. And he said, I want to be a footballer. It gives me a lot of pressure because the mother doesn't want him to completely leave studies and go into football. But I put him into my football academy, and I want him to be a footballer if he wants to. And he's working hard for it. So I think those are things, calls, you've got to take it. And Yes, at the same time, there are options you need to keep because you can't only, look at being a footballer. Those days I took a gamble and I went on to play and obviously it succeeded. But a lot of times I think you also have other options in terms of education and other things. So when I left, I chose, it was a big risk. I knew how pressurized I was to leave my studies. But I said 1 year, why not I try? Because I'm passionate about my sport. Let me give it a year. And maybe if I don't succeed in 2-3 years, I'll come back and study. So at least I took a gamble that way, but luckily everything worked out. But you need to take those chances, gamble, where if you're passionate and you're good at it, then I think you should not look ahead, look behind, or anybody telling you, nahi hoga, mat karo. If you're good at it, you're passionate about it, I think you should just take the gamble into it. Yeah?
Also, sir, one more thing. It is said to us that despite having the motivation or not, you should always be disciplined. So, as a sports person, you must have been very disciplined throughout. So, do you have anything to say about that?
No, discipline in every field is important for you to succeed. Yeah, and that you have to, again, as I said, that doesn't mean that you don't enjoy your life. Obviously, I was a footballer. I've had great times. I've enjoyed my life throughout, apart from also being disciplined with my football. So your priority in football was important, and where you require discipline in terms of, you've got a training 6 in the morning, that is where you need to wake up by 5 and be in the ground 6 and work for 3-4 hours, train. And that is discipline, you need to do that. But apart from that, there are off days. Yeah, you want to chill out with friends, go out, out for a nice cup of coffee, or, go anywhere clubbing. Those things you can do, but it has to be which does not affect the goal which you want to achieve. And that is what is very, very important. Yeah?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you,
Thank
Bhaichung.
you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Uh,
Yes, last one. Okay. So in again sports, in football, especially if you watch football, there are different moments in the game. It's a 90-minute match, and there are different. How you start is a very different from how you finish. If you are a goal down, or you are a goal, you are in 0-0 goal, and you've got to win that match, then you are in a mode to go all-out attack. And when you're 1-0 up, and you don't want to game to draw or even lose, so you're leading. So last 5 minutes is everybody defend, come back and defend. So your mindset, according to the situation, you need to develop, and that's what we do in football. We are 1-0 down, we need to attack. We say that forget defending now. 5 minutes hai, ab sab aage jao, box ke andar ball pheko. So everybody puts the ball into the box to make sure that you get that important goal. And so your mindset is score, 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 get that goal. And when you're leading, is that everybody, if I'm a striker, I played striker throughout my life. So when I'm leading, even last 5 minutes, my entire mindset of not scoring though is my mindset because I play striker. But when team requires that, you're leading 1-0, 5 minutes, forget your scoring, come and defend. So you're defending your goal and ambition and entire thing, sacrifice is to give everything to make sure that the other guy does not score. So that mindset you'll have to keep changing with situation and time. Yeah, thank you.